Chapter 10 Redundant System Incomprehensible redundant function provided by Kinscada can effectively reduce the possibility of data loss, increase the reliability of the system, and make it easier for users to maintain the system. Kinscada provides four kinds of redundant functions: double machine halt standby, double network redundancy, double device redundancy, and double I/O server redundancy. Section 1. Double machine halt standby. As long as double machine halt standby is real-time data, allowing information and check history record halt standby. Master and slave work properly. The master gets data from the real-time data server and generates alarm and event information. Slave computer obtains real-time data and alarm information from the master through the network, does not directly get it from the real-time data server. The master records the tag historical data by itself. At the same time, slave monitors the master computer through the network, gets requests and responds at a certain time interval. Slave sends a request to the master, which replies that it is in proper working condition. If master does not reply, slave will disconnect from the master's data transfer network, change to active status, replaced by real-time data server to obtain data and generate alarm and event information. The slave will keep on monitoring the master computer's status as soon as it is restored. The data is backed up on the master. Only if the slave is not in working condition, the master will get data from the real-time data server. In this way, it can achieve a halt standby. Network configurations of master machine. Step 1. Select network setting and then double-click on local setting in the tree-structured directory of KeyMake. The dialog box of Network Config pops up. Local station name. Every computer entering the network has a unique station name. The computer name is set as the default station name. Local station IP. The IP address of the local station. The maximum length is 15 characters. Local backup netcard IP. When a network uses dual network structure, two network cards are needed for every system that connects to that network: master card and slave card. In the edit box, enter the IP of the slave card. Use double machine halt standby. Kinscada provides double machine halt standby function. If you use this feature, select the option and set your current machines as a master or a slave according to the working status. Sleep station name. If you choose to use the double machine held standby and select the current machine as sleep, you need to input the master machine's name. And when you select the current machine as master, you need to input the name of the slave machine. Station IP. If you have chosen the current machine as slave, you have to input the master's station IP. If you choose master, then input the slave station IP. Slave station backup netcard IP. Here you have to input the backup netcard IP of the slave machine or the master machine, according to what you have chosen your current machine as. Serial port. Detect redundancy state through the serial port and input the serial port name and communication parameters. Network card. Sync data between the master and the slave through a dedicated network card and also input the other machine's IP. Step 2. Select the server node setting. According to the needs of project, select the appropriate node type. If the machine is a real-time data server host and at the same time is the host of a learn event server, then check the box next to real-time data server and a learn event server. Local is a login server. Because of the complexity of the network, each user should have a different username. This list of usernames is stored in the login server. Whenever there are access restrictions on any site, the server should go through this list and verify if the current user has access permission or not. If you have selected your machine as a login server, then and when your machine is not powered on or disconnected from the network, the user authentication will be carried out on the user's machine, and operating the network tags can only be done if the user status is set as none. If you have not make your computer as a login server, you have to assign another station as the login server for proper function. Local is a real-time data server. When selected, the system starts acquiring data from other nodes on the network. Local is a alarm server. In the distributed alarm system, specify a machine as an alarm data server. All the alarm information stored on the server is available to the client. Local is historical data server. In the distributed historical database system, specify a historical data server. All the historical data will be stored on on-site system and reliable for query by the clients. Local is a synchronization time server. In Kinsgada runtime, it is very important to keep every clock synced. If selected, the current machine works as a time server. It makes sure that the time in the whole network is unified. If not selected, it is necessary to select another section as a time server. 3. Network configurations of slave machine. Step 1. When using double machine held standby function, it is required that the master and the slave work actually the same. So you have to copy the master's project to the slave and then configure the slave's network. Step 2. Network configuration on the slave machine. Open the network project on the slave machine. Modify the network configuration parameters. For system checks in double machine held standby states. Redundant status, which is a system variable, is used to represent the states of the master's machine and the slave machine. No matter that the site is a history server, an alarm server, or a real-time data server, the value of the variable is a positive number on the master machine, and it is a negative number in the slave machine. Master machine status monitor. You can monitor the status of the master machine while the system variable redundant status in a project on the master machine. Slave machine status monitor. You can monitor the status of the slave machine while the system variable redundant status in a project on the slave machine. Transform the status manually. In particular situations, you can modify the system variable redundant status by force to realize manual switch between the master machine and the slave machine. Switch to the slave machine. The value of system variable redundant status in the master machine is changed to 2 by force. The master machine lays off and stops responding to the slave machine query. It seems to the slave machine that the master machine is broken. When the slave machine starts to work and the master machine does nothing, The data in the master machine does not change anymore. When the master machine is stand up, the value of the system variable redundant status in the slave machine is changed to -1 by force, and the value of redundant status in the master machine is changed to 1 automatically. Then the switching to the master machines is realized. Section 2. Double network redundancy. Double network redundancy means that you can use two network cables to realize the network communication between the two machines. If one of the two network cables is interrupted, the system will switch to backup network automatically. This requires that two network cards should be installed on each side in the network, and the two network cards should be installed in two different network segments. When the cable of the master network is interrupted, the network communication is switched to the slave network automatically to ensure that the communication links are not interrupted, and the operation enables the system to run steadily and reliably. Double network redundancy configuration. Before the function of double network redundancy is realized, make sure that any network between computers can communicate normally. Communication process in Kinscada is introduced below. Open a project in Kinscada. Select network setting. The dialog box of Network Config pops up. When the master network breaks down, When the master network breaks down, the system will switch to the slave network to carry out communication. If the site is broken down because of a network card or a segment of network cable, and the communication with the network of other sites is also broken, then the backup network card is switched to working condition. In order to improve the stability, in order to improve the stability and the reliability of the system, the two kinds of functions are used simultaneously by engineers. The functions of double machine halt standby and double network redundancy are realized at the same time. Section 3. Double device redundancy configuration. Serial port device redundancy can locate at the same link or is distributed to two different links. Some devices of the TCP facilities does not support the halt standby at the same link. Therefore, the halt standby must be distributed to two different links. Step 1. Set up the IO server slave device. First, set up a device in IO server. Before configuring the double device redundancy, the slave device should be set up first. The sleep device in the redundancy does not need to mark itself as a sleep device. The master device selects and marks corresponding device as a sleep device. Step 2. Set up IO master server master device. Set a new redundant master device and select device series and check assign redundant secondary device box at the same time. Select the redundant sleep device. After setting the master device, the configuration of IO server double devices redundancy has been finished. IO server will detect whether there is a device that will adopt redundant system automatically in practical application, and if redundant devices are adopted, IO server will switch from the master device to the sleep one to finish the data acquisition. Section 4. Pairs of IO server redundancy setting. You must ensure that IO server has been installed in your computer before using the IO server redundancy. There is a relationship of master and sleep in redundant devices. Take the local site as the master and sleep IO server for an example to introduce the process of setting. Step 1. Master IO server setting. Step 2. Right-click the project name and then click Edit and check Use double IO server hot standby at the same time. Code failover. When the master IO server acquires data, sleep does not acquire data. When master is broken, sleep starts associated text and acquires data. The switching time is longer. Hot failover. master I/O server and the slave I/O server acquire data at the same time. The data from the slave is discarded. When the master is broken, slave switches immediately. The switching time is shorter. Step 3. You need to select that is the slave I/O server when setting the slave I/O server. Other settings are the same as that of the master one. Step 4. Configure I/O server redundancy. Click OK to finish configuring I/O server redundancy.